Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 24th of April. In this update, Treasury officials are revisiting their economic forecasts for next month's budget, just weeks before it's due to be delivered. It comes as Moody's has downgraded New Zealand's economic outlook from stable to negative. Nicola Willis says Treasury's move is unusual, but it demonstrates the intense global volatility we're currently facing. She says aspects of the budget are having to be changed. The Public Service Commission review has found New Zealand Police needs an urgent reset due to a culture that holds senior staff to a lesser standard than junior staff. It's also found police are struggling to keep up with a wave of crime coming in from overseas. More tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, with Donald Trump saying he's ordered the US military to shoot and kill small Iranian boats that deploy mines to choke traffic. The US president says there's to be no hesitation. Export NZ is welcoming Labour's support for the India Free Trade Agreement. The deal, being signed in New Delhi next week, will reduce or eliminate tariffs on 95% of exports to India. Export NZ Executive Director Josh Tan says having bipartisan support for the deal is critical, so exporters have certainty. Wellington's mayor says the city could remain in a state of emergency until the risk of slips subsides. This week's record-breaking rainfall has caused damage to roads and properties around the city and took the life of a man in Karori. Trains between Wellington and Johnsonville were cancelled yesterday after a slip came down on the tracks. A $100,000 Merrill Relief Fund has now been set up to help with the recovery. Andrew Little says people should try to get back to normal as much as possible. Sale GP in Auckland is dead in the water for the next year, with central government pulling its funding. Auckland Council's Economic Development Agency, Tātaki Auckland Unlimited, says it's done everything it can to get the fixture across the line, but it says the event has always been contingent on government funding. Chief Executive Nick Hill says that they're continuing to explore options with Sale GP for racing in following years. The Black Foils say they're disappointed with the decision, but remain hopeful the regatta will return to Auckland. A surreal moment for the team behind Christchurch's new stadium as it welcomes crowds for the first time tonight. 1NZ Stadium is hosting Super Rugby Super Round over the next 3 days. Construction on the $683 million venue started in 2022 after Lancaster Park was destroyed in the 2011 quake. City Council Project Director Kent Summerfield says there's a range of emotions heading into today. He says it's a little bittersweet for the team to hand over their baby after so much time and effort. In sport, Bangladesh have won the one-day international cricket decider against New Zealand by 55 runs in Chittagong. Susie Bates will retire after the T20 World Cup in England during June and July. The 38-year-old former White Ferns captain has been at the forefront of a revolution in the women's game from amateur to professional across 2 decades. The Tigers have moved to temporary second on the NRL League ladder after a 33-14 win over the Raiders to start round 8. I'm Nivareti Manu. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.